To make a Battenburg cake, first of all, what we'll put in is 183 grams of caster sugar. So measure that out, put in a mixing bowl. Then 183 grams of self-raising flour. And put the two together. There we go. 183 grams of butter. I like to use Stork. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. There we go. Level teaspoon. A bit of vanilla essence. And then finally 3 eggs. Alright. So the easiest thing is to separate the eggs into a cup first, just to make sure you don't get any shell or anything into the mix. So that's 1. And finally 2 and 3. There we go. Mix it up so you get a nice texture. And then once you've got the right texture, make sure you've got a greased Battenburg tray with the dividers in and some baking paper on the bottom. And then in 2 of the compartments, put half of the mixture. It can be a little bit fiddly. Sometimes you need another spoon just to get the mixture off. While you're doing all this, the oven is preheated at gas mark 5. So just and then add a little bit of food colouring into the remainder of the mixture. Mix it up to give the contrasting colours. And then fill the final 2 compartments with a mixture. Now once that's all done, put it in the oven carefully for about 30 minutes, and of course you check it with a prick test. Once it's cool, cut off the excess, which is the top, and you'll see the true colour of the cake underneath. There we go, let's tip it out. Take off the baking paper, obviously, because I've cut down the sides, it just ripped the paper underneath, but never mind, it all comes off. There we go. So there's 4 fingers. Now, marzipan. Put a bit of caster sugar down on a base and roll the marzipan out. Keep turning it over, making sure that you get sugar all over it. That actually gives a little bit of a crisp when you're eating the cake. So keep rolling it out. Use ready roll marzipan. I've never made my own. Just keep turning it over, making sure there's sugar underneath. That's it, as square as possible. Not easy, but get a nice level. Then apricot jam. Put apricot jam all over the marzipan and start building. Now, when you put the fingers of cake in, make sure that you join them together using some apricot jam as well. All right, obviously mix them together so it's normal, pink, normal. So plenty of jam, doesn't matter, just loads of it. Helps in the flavouring. It does. Build the cake up. There we go. A bit more, a little bit. That's it. Spread it all over. There we go. Building it up nicely. One more side just to cover. There we go. A bit more. You don't have to be too delicate. Just make sure it's all nicely covered. And then it joins together. And final one. Oops, nearly. That was close. and then roll it using a cake knife. Bring it up from the bottom, put it over the top, and I find the easiest way is just to roll the cake onto the final side and then join the marzipan together. Once it's joined together, let's just make it so it's nice and square, trim down the ends, and it just gives you a nice shape. There we go. Cut the excess. The excess is not wasted. We eat it anyway. And there's your final Battenburg cake. Chill it for a little while before eating.